All right, so example 6. So with example 6, what we're starting is we're comparing polynomials in order to find, comparing equal polynomials in order to find an unknown. In example 6, we're told if find A, we're asked to find A if x squared plus 4x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus ax plus 2. So we are told that the polynomial on the left is equal to the polynomial on the right. Now, if two polynomials are equal, they must have the exact same terms. For two polynomials to be equal, they must have the exact same terms. So you'll notice here you have what? X squared on the left. And on the right, you have what? X squared. You'll notice at the end, you have what? 2x. And on the right, at the end, you also have what? 2x. So the first term and the last term on both sides are identical. Now, in order for the two polynomials to be equal, it means that the middle terms must also be identical. Now, if the middle terms are identical, it means that the coefficient of x on the left must be equal to the coefficient of x on the right. So let's remove these circles. Now, the coefficient of x on the right is a, and that would be equal to the coefficient of x on the left, which is 4. So this is the x coefficient. So again, we're looking at the idea of equal polynomials. And we said that if two polynomials are equal, when two polynomials are equal, they have the exact same terms. The terms on the left are the same as the terms on the right. They will have the same term in x squared, the same term in x. They will also have the same constant term if they are equal. Now, if the terms are equal, it means that their coefficients are also equal. So the x coefficient on the left must be equal to the x coefficient on the right. In example 6, the x coefficient on the right is a, and the x coefficient on the left is 4. So it means that a is equal to 4. So next, I want you to do examples 7 and 8. All right, so example 7 says, given that 3x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 2 is equal to 3x squared plus 1 plus 2x, where a and b are constants, we're to find a and b. So a and b are constants, mean a and b don't have any x in them. A is just a number, b is just a number. All right, so in order for us to determine what a or b is, we have to expand the two binomials on the right. All right, so what we have is 3x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 2 is equal to, on the right, we have 3x cubed plus 6x squared, then plus x plus 2. All right, so the binomial on the left is equal to the binomial on the right. So if that be the case, it means that the coefficients are equal. If the coefficients are equal, since the terms are equal, the coefficients are also equal. So a is the x squared coefficient on the left is equal to 6, which is the x squared coefficient on the right. And b, which is the x coefficient on the left, is equal to 1, which is the x coefficient on the right. So this is the x coefficient. So what we see so far is that A is 6 and B is 1. A is the x squared coefficient on the left. B is the x squared coefficient on the right. Sorry, 6 is the x squared coefficient on the right. B is the x coefficient on the left. And 1 is the x coefficient on the right. Let's have a go at 8. All right, so in 8, we're multiplying 3 binomials. Normally, when I'm multiplying 3 binomials, I normally start by multiplying the two first, the two most right binomials. So this is going to be x plus 2. And I'm multiplying 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times minus 1 is minus 2x. 3 times x is plus 3x. 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. So what we have is x plus 2 multiplied by 2x squared plus x minus 3. And of course, that is minus 2x plus 3x is positive x. Then I'm going to multiply everything on the right by x and then by 2x. So we get 2x cubed plus x squared plus minus 3x. Then multiply everything on the right by 2. We get what? Plus 4x squared plus 2x minus 6. Let's simplify. We get what? 2x cubed plus what appears, it looks like 5x squared minus 3x plus 2x is minus x. And of course, the constant term is minus 6. And this we are told is equal to what? Ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. So therefore, comparing coefficients, a would be equal to 2. This is the x cubed coefficient. B is equal to 5. X squared coefficient. C is equal to minus 1. X coefficient. And D is equal to minus 6. These are the constant terms. All right. So that was examples 7 and 8.